Hello everybody, my name is the Boodleman and welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero Let's Play. So before we get into this episode, I am in pain. I was at work and the dumbass that I was, I think I've mentioned that I work at a gas station. I was using hot water for the windshield wiper fluid that we put out into our fuel courts. And I was using extremely hot water. Okay, so what ended up happening was I was at the sink we have, and my brain didn't think, hey, maybe that's a little too much water to be inside this little big massive bin. Maybe we should let it cool down or try to dump it out and put in some cold water. So I tried to pick it up and I lost my ground and the entire thing spilled from the center of my chest down the center of my abdomen, and I am in pain. It hurts to pee. Anywho, that's my personal problem. There's a personal matter that I can talk about. And I'm pretty sure we can laugh about this sometime, somewhere, somehow. But right now I hurt. I hurt bad. But that doesn't matter. You guys are here for Zenless. And if you're not, thanks for being here for me. Wise, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. What's she need? It was something about the sacrifice killer. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction. So she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we were simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Wise, if you have time, at Lumina Square, Lumina Gallery, and to meet up with Vivian. Let's go now. Yes, I am certain, game. Why would you ask me such a question if I clicked sure? Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction.
Shell, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Isn't he dead?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Yes, I am here. How? How can you guess? So Hugo hid it. By the way, it's a here and there day, so you'll be reading some, you might not be reading some. Okay. Oh god. 3 locations. Shabam. Oh wait, she said black. They need to be black feathers. That's a bang boo. I'm tempted to see. And what's your name? I will name you David Hasselhoff. Fine. I work at a video store. I can repair any damaged tape. Ferry repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The contents leave you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. What?
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
The video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined up.
Hugo...
Is the
Well,
dude even
Mark has
alive?
sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs to talk to us about now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Things are getting very, very interesting, chat. Sorry about that. I was pouring something in my cup. Drink of the day is a cherry Dr. Pepper.
It seems like there's nothing left for me to do.
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Do I get to wear a butler outfit? Or better yet, a suit and tie. With a long coat. I want a long coat.
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope
Oh
everything goes
shoot,
well
I didn't
for you
even set a
tonight.
timer. Ah, jeez. I'm bumping into things. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. I don't have formal attire. Me and Belle are just starting out a business. We wear the same clothes every day. We probably smell. Probably a little funny. Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I can do that. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? Chat, listen to me. This is how you eat a chicken leg. You grab the bone, which the chicken leg is attached to. You put it to your mouth and you just eat it. That's the formal way. I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. Now, such a method isn't sufficient to master. It's enough to deal with this one excursion. Why don't we get, the maids to help us? Minus Rena. I love Rena, but Rena cannot cook. Rena's cooking might kill us. But we can get Corn to cook for us, and we can get Rena to show us dinner etiquette. Or Lycon. Let's study!
Yeah, you do last-minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, before you know it, evening has arrived. Okay. Sure am, girly. Oh, I thought that was Venus for a second. Venus is a hot mama NPC. Woo! Vivian! I don't like this Burton guy. He smells like pretzels and old people homes. Actually, no. Old people kind of smell nice. He smells like gangster rap music. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor with Burton's guidance. You go through the numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall. They let her enter with her umbrella?
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
I'm Batman.
Don't be so tense.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
Hey!
We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you.
Hey!
I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
No, sir. Only I get to be dessert. And only Vivian gets to become a a normal person.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Yeah, what did you mean by dessert?
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now?
I thought he'd stay for longer, but he left once you said that.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction
Just
of the
like my mom.
sacrifice core is fake, hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right. I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
We made it to the study.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside? Just in case, though, let's contact Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's
Lycon!
check Hartman's recent
Save me!
clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food.
I'm not here.
Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left.
What kind of revolver is that?
That greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Don't shoot me, I'm sensitive.
The bullet? How?
Dear,
Hugo!
why must we be so distant with one another?
You're
You
supposed
can
to be
just tell me
dead.
what you want to say directly.
You got punched through the
Hugo.
chest, dude.
Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Stop whispering in my ear. You're weird.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
He reminds me of Shuskiyama.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
Let's get a good look at him. Ooh, his shoes actually glisten, depending on how you look at him. I'm liking the pants, the belt. It's pretty nice. The golden chain. I like the purple dress shirt. His attire is snazzy. It's very snazzy, chat. And his profile. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. Some stuff came up. Well, you guys didn't see anything. But stuff happened. Angles are always important, chat. Remember that.
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
Lycon, punch another hole in him.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation.
Fake blood?
If nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you.
Ooh, I really do like the art style in this game, chat. Just look at that. Full body, everything. It's so detailed. I love the animation style.
What the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code, if I decided against helping you, or if I just couldn't control my strength properly.
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
He did not say
So
thanks for the
what exactly
compliment.
is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around. dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it?
I'm
Now,
not
no
too
one
crazy
cares
about his
for
glove.
me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
He ties himself up? Kinky.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycon what happened back in the private suits where he negotiated with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him, and I did not finish that. Fine, chat, you can read it yourself because the game wants to be mean.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that had bounded him had become undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. I didn't finish. After time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. Well, fuck you too, lady. Bang Boo's just bootleg Phantom of the Opera. I had made it. I endured it for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close, he already agreed. You go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No. He won't want to see you now. You can't go to see him. Mother?
It's all your fault.
Hey.
I wish I had never given birth to you.
You're mean. The woman's face is distorted with hatred as if the person before her is not her child, but...
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
She raises her hand, revealing a pair of scissors, the tip gleaming, shining light. She thrusts a sharp point towards Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes as if she would never existed at all. This is giving me Joker vibes from the Arkham Knight game.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you, hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down.
'Cause I'm
and
Batman.
Make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't.
What's heterochromia?
Because I know it won't change.
Future me,
anything.
put up the
She was
definition of
incapable
heterochromia.
Of loving me. Just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength! It's what she deserves! Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo wakes in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone. At some point, Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Find Serena. I thought the original goal was to find Lycon.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
This is like some Scarecrow level fear toxin shit.
Do you ever wonder why
Damn!
I had to die?
Why he got cake?
Because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
My Hugo got the cake!
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead?
Because the evil live by a code.
Why?
The good live for the code of justice. But the evil.
Hugo, are you lost?
But the evil.
Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
The evil always has their rule in check. The strong survive and the weak serve. But now the tables are flipped and the good pursue out justice, even when trampled upon. What a cruel bastard! As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet he... How does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They should have let him in. They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy lowly blood. Do something about it, bruh. Curses and insults and circulate her Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage from the waves that crash through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the... I didn't finish, game! The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still, only with his rapid heartbeat.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon... I can't finish that.
Again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserve. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring.
Maybe you're boring.
Boring? I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
So, same thing.
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Okay, everybody, we actually have gone overtime here, but thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so, and if you don't do what I told you to do, I will have Hugo. I'm gonna have him sit on you until you do. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye!